Hey guys, IC Alexander here again. I know I've been procrastinating on making this video, so let's get down to business. Today I'm going to show you, or give you a brief overview of how to tear down, maintain right down to the valve level a sniper, and also it shows you how to build your sniper from parts if you want to do so. So for the purposes of this video, we'll be using my cap water that you've all seen before in my previous video. So let's get started. What do you have to do? Well, first things first, you want to remove your macro line, take your regulator off. Then you want to remove your bolt, cocking rod, push the back block back far enough, and take your back block off the pump arm threads. Then you can just slide the pump kit forwards and leave the guide rods on. Doesn't matter. Then what you want to do is you'll look here and you'll see a little screw right there. Remove it. You also want to remove this screw here, and then you can take your trigger frame off. So now that you've got the gun right down to nothing, what you want to do is right in there, you're going to see a little screw. Remove it. That's the screw that's holding your valve in. Then when that's done, what you can do is you can back out your IVG, remove your hammer spring. Then you're going to stick an Allen wrench down into, there's a little hole right at the end of my finger. I don't know if you can see it too clearly because of the anodizing, but you're going to stick I believe it's a 3/16 Allen wrench down there, and that will actually be able to back out the hammer lug, and you'll see it recessing into the hammer as it backs out. Once it's backed out far enough, slide out your hammer, then take your valve tool, that will it'll hook into the jam nut, which you'll be able to see on a CCM kit like I have. I'm using a full CCM lower tube. It's red, but it can be several other colors, but it serves the same function no matter what. So you hook into the jam nut, grab channel locks or pliers, hook onto the end of your valve tool, and give it a twist, because the jam nut has to be in there fairly tight to prevent the valve from slipping backwards off of the retaining screw. When that's done, you can just inch out your valve. You're going to have your valve, your cup seal sitting on the very front of the valve, and then on the nose of the cup seal assembly is your valve spring. What you want to do then is you want to take your lithium grease. I use Gold Cup, but you can use any other grease. It's basically rebranded Dow 33. And you want to lightly lube the hammer with a very, very small amount, just to keep it slick so it will slide nicely and freely within the body. Then you want to lube the two O-rings that are on your valve, the cup seal assembly, and the valve stem, and then you reassemble in reverse order. So that means putting in your valve with the hole facing up, putting in the retention screw, then you put in your jam nut, making sure to tighten it down to the same tightness it was from when you removed it. Then you put in your hammer. You can adjust your hammer lug down to its depth, put in your valve spring, and put your IVG back in. Then slide your pump kit onto the guide arms, and before you do that, put a little bit of grease on the guide arms. It'll help to smooth the pump stroke out. Then you're at the point where you just screw your back block back on, put in your bolt and your cocking rod, and then if you have an auto trigger, you can play with the timing of that a little bit just to make sure that it's releasing right as your back block closes to avoid blowback gas up the feed stack, and then that way you're not having busted balls in your ball stack or chopping balls because of other issues. So there you go, guys. I hope that helps you guys understand how to take apart your sniper, maintain it, and put it back together. If you do have any other questions, don't hesitate to let me know. Also, in a future video, I'm actually going to be showing you the specific removal and replacement process of a valve system, as I'm going to be replacing the guts in my Trilogy sniper with CCM SS25 guts. So that'll be an interesting project you guys will see, and I'll be putting on some other pieces and showing you how to do that as well. Anyways, guys, I hope that was helpful. If you do have any other questions as I go forwards, don't hesitate to contact me or any of the other admins on the Ask a Paintball Tech Facebook page, and we can help you. Take care.